Hello and welcome to Analyst Hangout. I am Perpetua Fasomi Peter. Well, I'll be having 4 analysts on the show today, while I have 2 of them right here with me in the studio. 2 other analysts will be joining us virtually. I've got Ambrose Omodion, the CRO, Invest Data Consulting Limited. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me again.
Definitely, as always. And also I have Jari Ogbe. Yes, I got that.
Yes.
Jari Ogbe, Tunde Shegun, independent stock market analyst with TradeLines.biz Investment Limited. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, today we'll be having Rotimi Olubi, that's the MD, ARM Securities Limited, who'll be joining us virtually, and we'll also have Alhaji Kurifi Garuba, the MD, APT Securities and Phones Limited. Both of them will join us virtually. But of course, let's start with Ambrose as always. So give us, a review, a sense of what happened this week in the NGX.
Actually, I would say it's a mixed market, but luckily it closed positive for the end of the week, which tells you that the market for the month of June has started on that oscillating mode. But for 2 weeks now, closing positive for me is a good one for the market. We saw the market up on Monday, Tuesday up, on Wednesday pullback, Thursday pullback just marginally, today rebounded. Again, it tells you that investors are really taking time to invest into good stocks that will support their portfolio at the end of the day, knowing that this is the last one that leads to end of the quarter, and also the ushering towards another earnings season by July. I see that the market will continue to oscillate, but it's a good one for the market that, as to speak now, market is still in gray.
That's a good one. But of course, I want you to emphatically say something to investors. I mean, let's hear you talk.
Actually, what they need, if you want to invest now, just don't target those stocks that has what good earnings that will support their price, because price feed on earnings. That's the essence of investment.
Absolutely. I see you want to say something.
I just want to say that the market is gaining now is a very good thing, because if you check it very well, last week I personally expected the market to gain, but for the fact that a lot of stocks were adjusted for dividend, we have the market down, and that the market is gaining now is a welcome development. Nevertheless, to me, I believe that we should be watchful for what the NBS will come out with, because if the inflation is figure adjusted down, it could be something that we need to sit down and look at very well to determine the best investment strategy, at least for now.
All right, thank you so much.
Adjusted down or up, well, I believe that we are seeing that U.S. inflation has hit the 41 years high today as usual figure. I believe that our market also follow that trend. I expect that they may, what we call consumer price index should hit around 17.5 or 18%. That will also send a signal to fixed income market. At the same time, those that are already saying they are returning, making return in fixed income will become real negative return. That means we expect, if that continue, equity market will be a place to play against what inflation.
All right, Ambrose is going to release the
well, that's the essence of Analyst Hangout. You get to air your views and, I'm trying to see. Okay, joining us virtually, we have Rotimi. Hello, Rotimi. Okay. All right, I guess I would have Rotimi. I guess it's probably the network. No problem. Well, very quickly, we're looking at Titan buying, acquiring that Union Bank of Nigeria. And then we're also looking at the fact that some persons are scared and they are asking, they have concerns. The concern is that, well, we hope that they would buy off the minority shareholders and make it a private limited company instead of what it used to be. Is that possible?
It's very, very possible.
Okay, so should we be scared or something?
No. For the minority shareholders, actually, we have seen that the major deal was done at 7 naira. That means they decide to pay above 7 naira. That is the benefit of minority shareholder. But they decide also to keep it where it is, and also let the company run, the bank run the way it is. Then that means those minority will also be part owner. But in this kind of environment where the minority has about 93.4%, necessarily they will buy out the minority one. And that will bring up what we call
Did you say minority has 93%?
No, the majority shareholder.
I thought I heard you say minority.
No.
Okay.
Minority. The volume that they are buying them out is high, but they decide to leave it there, not going outside the exchange, because if they buy out, they decide to come out as a limited company and operate. We have some brands that are doing well today, they are not listed on the exchange. If they decide to go that way, fine. But you decide also to be on exchange. For me, it's a good thing for minority shareholder, because they are bringing their expertise. Being a young bank that has just about 2 years or 6 branches in Nigeria, that means Union Bank will be a step where they can use to work to reach out to the public. That means they will leave Union Bank structure. That means the capability of them kind of downsizing is very small because they don't have the kind of the workforce to feed all this, because they are just about 6 branches they have in Nigeria. That means Union Bank staff should not be panicking at this time because they are the one to fit in. Rather, they bring training and not an idea or technology, because they don't have the manpower to run the whole network in Nigeria.
You're saying something that they shouldn't be scared. But of course, we had reports that there is panic and some persons are wondering.
Fine, they will, but actually they have appointed a white MD who agreed. But that one overnight cannot bring either experts to come and take the whole function of you have about more
than. They don't even have the workforce to start.
That's not that they have only just 6 branches in Nigeria. Those that are panicking in Union Bank is those that I know they are not contributing meaningfully to the operation of the bank. If you are doing, they don't need to lay you out because they don't have the manpower to take over that, because this is a good structure for them to launch out.
And what's your take on that?
Like you said, but the only thing I'm looking at is the structure of the bank itself, the bank that is coming. If they have limitation concerning age and all those things, it may affect some staff.
Yeah, age.
So some staff may be preparing to leave because, banks that is coming to a country that is not their own, they want to use very fresh hands. They want to use fresh brains. They want to achieve almost the best. So if they look at it that your age will not contribute to their whatsoever they are doing, it could be that they will ask you to just step aside. So that they should not panic is neither here nor there. Until we see the structure of the bank that is coming, then we'll know what they can do. For example, you don't see someone of 60, 70, 50 something operating in GT banks. Not so much of them are there. So if they are that kind of bank and they are coming to Union Bank, you should know that they are coming with a lot of powerful
technology, because they're even digital, they're technology driven. That's something they claim as their unique selling point.
So some people may not be able to cope with. They will need fresh hands. They will need the youth to come in. So it's neither here nor there. Let's see when they come up. Let's see their strategies. Let's see their structure. Then we can be able to say if the staff should be scared or not.
Okay.
Like we just said, that few will be, age will be against them. I agree with you, but why I'm not panicking that those that are contributing, because I'm close to Union Bank, I see fresh guys that are there, that are using the modern technology they are using there to drive their growth. Right. If they are coming with that technology, they have young boys already in Union Bank. I mean, those that are in that kind of department should not be panicking, because they have to be resourceful people to support the vision of the new management that is coming in. And also, I believe that technology will be the first thing they want to utilize. And knowing that this bank has a good network in Nigeria, that will be a place for them to launch out. Like I said earlier, because if you look at First Bank or network, it's almost the same thing with Union Bank, because these are the 2 old banks in Nigeria that have stayed for a long time. The asset is there for this new management to take on and move. For me, I see it's a good one. That's why I said minority shareholders should not panic too, because even though they are not buying out, they're going to turn the bank around. The earnings of that bank will move the price even as far as 15 or 9. That means just a such patient. All of us just to watch.
But I was going to ask you a question, but I guess you already answered. I was going to ask, so what should they do? Should people hold? Should they sell off? Should they buy more? What should people do?
I would advise those that are foreign investors that they should hold your position in Union Bank. Don't panic.
Hold your position. Is that your position also? Okay. So hold your position.
That is it.
All right. Now, we're very quickly, we're going to be looking at what's happening at FBN Holdings. You said, I like that. I mean, people are scared. What's happening? Why is $10 selling off all of that?
No, when it comes to investment, every investor has a reason of entering a position. Whether you are entering as a major shareholder or you are just trading, it is that your good that will guide you how long you stay in a position or not. No, $10 has entered having about 7% holding of the bank, which is good. I believe also he entered around the major was acquired.
But he has lost, he's now with about 5.something%.
I agree with you, but let me finish. No,
okay.
He entered with around the major position was around 8 naira 20 kobo and below. Then the price moved to as high as 13 naira before coming down. Then if it's exiting around 11 naira 20 kobo, already he had made profit for those that enter at what? At 8 naira 20 kobo. For me, he decided to leave at this time. He know why he's going out of the company, but it's not selling totally all he has.
Yeah.
He's just selling part of it. Whether he has seen another investment opportunity elsewhere. Also, don't forget that politics is here and there. You don't know what's going to be the money to do. For me, people should not ask questions because he knows why he entered. He knows why. That's why I say every investment has objective for entry. For that, for me, let's investor watch and see. But this momentum that we're seeing, is what will drive, FBN price. I've said it for a long time that it is not the performance of the bank that will support the price of that bank. Because I'll tell you, even though they have shown a kind of, recovery in their last full year results, for me, that number is still weak and missed. because it is the recovering account that just supported the number. Look at what they are paying, 35 kobo annual dividend against 35 what they paid the previous year. There's no change. For me, that performance will not drive the price. Is this momentum investing by major shareholder like this entering to the bank will move the price? And I see that from now, let investors just side patient and see. But if you want to take your profit in the bank, you are free to take profit, because if the major shareholder is taking profit, you to calculate the profit.
No,
all right, let's
Yeah,
okay, you totally agree with him.
The truth is that if we're online, if the major shareholders is exiting a stock, then, and we know what happened when it was coming in.
Yes.
Price jumped and everybody
Exactly.
was, at first we're asking what is happening, is there magic, is somebody doing this and that, and before you know it, First Bank is there, and all of a sudden we realize that it was a $10 coming in. I'm not here to speak against anybody, but we know what happened with Fort Oil. We know what a lot of people lost. So if it's coming out and you can establish that it's coming out, if I were you, I would take my profit.
Also easily for investors to assess the position of FBN holding. Yes, it's a big bank that have survived all this while. I know that many banks in Nigeria today, if they make a provision First Bank did in the past years, they would have gone on that. This is a bank that shows that its strength, it has the strength and all the stuff. But look at others that are selling below the price of First Bank holding. Their numbers are better, their structures are better, and they're selling below. For me, at that price, investors should take profit.
All right, now I think we're joined by Rotimi. Hello, Rotimi, can you hear me? All right, unfortunately, but of course we'll get back to that.
No problem.
Now we're looking at the fact that he had just been declared the major shareholder. I mean, is this a good time to exit? Yes, but I'm just people want answers, but you don't want to give us the full gist.
No, I've said what do you want me to say? Do you want me to I said he has a goal, he has a objective for entering. It's possible he achieve his goal.
Okay, so that's exclusive to him.
Yeah. You know, like me, like my colleague just said here, it's an investment. He made the decision to enter. He's exited, but it's not selling down everything he has. That means it's
who is he selling to? Who are those buying?
No.
Institutional investors or
possible,
individuals? We'll talk about that. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll continue this conversation because trust me, it's getting more interesting. Stay with us.